They told you it gets harder after 40, that opportunities shrink, that your time is past, that wealth is a young person's game. But they forgot something. They forgot the law that bends not to age, but to alignment, to awareness, to inner command. You are not behind. You are being prepared. You are not disqualified. You are being refined. And wealth, divine wealth, doesn't follow a clock. It follows consciousness. And if you're ready to shift yours, everything can change. Because there are 9 sacred shifts that open the flow of wealth after 40. Not just financially, but spiritually, emotionally, and energetically. And today, you will hear all 9, not rushed, not in a list to memorize, but in a rhythm that lets them land. So breathe. You're not late. You're right on divine time. Let's begin. Shift 1. Release the shame of starting late. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not less. Divine timing has no clock. Only alignment. Only readiness. If the seed didn't bloom in your 20s, if the marriage failed in your 30s, if you've had to start again at 43, at 51, at 58, that is not failure. That is sacred pruning. Because what's coming now is not built on quick wins. It's built on wisdom. You have seen life. You've been through fire. You've learned what not to do, who not to trust, how not to fold. That is not delay. That is divine design. Repeat this and let it anchor. I do not carry the shame of delay. I carry the wisdom of divine unfolding. I am not late. I am right on the edge of overflow. Now breathe. Shift 2. Break the inherited scarcity spell. The voices from childhood still echo. The bills on the fridge. The whispered arguments. The fear in your mother's eyes when rent was due. You learned to survive, not to receive. You learned to shrink, not to shine. And now you must unlearn. You must break the spell. Scarcity is not your nature, it's your programming. And it can be rewritten. Say this out loud if you dare. I send back every inherited belief of lack. I choose a new legacy, one of divine supply. You do not have to repeat your family's financial patterns. You do not have to feel guilty for surpassing them. You do not have to apologize for becoming abundant. That shame is not yours to carry. Let it burn in the light of truth. Let it dissolve in the grace of your new path. And before we continue to shift 3, let me say this. If your soul is stirring, if your heart is remembering what it once knew, then this channel was made for you. Subscribe to Shin, Rhythms of Wealth, because every video is a doorway, every message is a mirror, and every word is your reminder that wealth is waiting to obey your voice. New videos weekly, each one written in rhythm, each one blessed with truth. Let's walk this journey together. Now, we continue. Shift 3. Stop apologizing for wanting more. You've made yourself small for too long. You've whispered dreams instead of declaring them. You've tiptoed around desire as if it were a crime. But desire is divine. Wanting more is not greed. It is guidance. The soul expands by vision, not by guilt. You are allowed to want comfort, to want elegance, to want more than just enough. You are not selfish for craving overflow. You are sacred. Say it again and let it echo. It is safe for me to want more. I am not ashamed of my abundance. My desires are signals from the divine. You are not meant to just survive your 40s. You are meant to rise in them. And this is just the beginning. We have 6 more sacred shifts ahead. Each one deeper. Each one wider. Each one closer to the flow. Are you ready? Then take one last breath. Let it land. You've already begun. The shifts have already started. You're not the same person who pressed play. Now we go deeper. Now we claim the next 3. Not just to hear, but to embody, to speak, to activate. Breathe again and receive. Shift 4. Detach self-worth from net worth. You are not your savings account. You are not your paycheck. You are not your credit score. Let that be said again, slowly. You are not your credit score. You are not your debt. You are not your past decisions. You are eternal worth wrapped in a temporary body. You are divine expression, not financial data. And until you separate your value from your balance, money will continue to define you instead of serve you. Detach, bless it, release it, and speak. I am wealthy in being before I am wealthy in bank. I am valuable with or without visible evidence. Because here's the paradox. When you stop needing money to prove your worth, it finally flows freely to you. Shift 5. Rewire your definition of work. After 40, work must evolve. No longer should it mean exhaustion. No longer should it be self-abandonment. Work is no longer a grind. It is an offering. It is not doing more. It is being aligned. Real wealth after 40 comes not from harder effort, but higher alignment. Say this and let it soften your nervous system. My work is a sacred extension of my truth. I do not toil, I transmit. Every hour you spend must nourish you too. Not just the paycheck, but the soul check. This is the law of sacred work. If it drains you, it's not divine. Shift 6. Allow yourself to receive without earning. This one will shake you. It goes against everything you were taught. But hear it anyway. You are allowed to receive without exhaustion, without proving, without pain. You are allowed to be gifted. You are allowed to inherit. You are allowed to prosper simply because you exist. The law does not say, work hard and then you'll earn. The law says, align, and then receive. Say it softly. I welcome money I did not toil for. I am open to miracles, to overflow, to unearned abundance. This does not make you lazy. It makes you receptive. It makes you a magnet. It makes you available. Because money is not always a reward. Sometimes it's just a reminder. A reminder that you are loved, that you are supported, that you are divine. Let that sink in. Let it sit in your spirit. Feel the resistance and bless it. You are expanding, and we are not done. 3 more sacred shifts remain. Each one will pull you closer. Each one will release more. But for now, pause. Feel how far you've already come. You are changing your relationship with wealth forever. You're no longer just hearing. You're remembering. You're not just watching a video. You're witnessing your new financial reality forming. You've received 6 sacred shifts, and now we arrive at the final 3. Each one opens another layer. Each one breaks a chain. Are you ready? Breathe. Shift 7. Let go of the timeline. You've been told it's too late, that wealth should have happened in your 20s, that if it hasn't come by 40, it never will. Lie. Absolute lie. Time is not your enemy. Time is your amplifier. It does not run out. It ripens. And right now, your moment is just beginning. There are people who became millionaires in their 60s. There are lives that bloomed in their 70s. There are fortunes that arrived when all seemed lost. You must say it aloud. I reject the myth of too late. My harvest comes in divine timing. I am not behind. I am right on time. The universe does not use clocks. It uses alignment. Let go of the deadline, and wealth will show up, right on schedule. Shift 8. Speak to your money daily, like it's listening. Because it is. Money is not just a number. It's an energy. It's alive in the realm of law and vibration. And it responds best to words. After 40, your words must sharpen. No more careless phrases. No more saying, I can't afford it. No more joking about being broke. Instead, command, bless, declare. Say this: money hears me. Money responds to me. Money moves toward my voice. Speak to your wallet when you open it. Thank your account when it grows. Bless your bills as you pay them. And always remember, what you talk to stays close, money included. Shift 9. Make peace with your financial past. This is the final threshold, the one many never cross, because they stay stuck in shame. Shame over debt, over mistakes, over what they didn't do or didn't know. But shame is a weight, and wealth cannot carry shame. It only flows where forgiveness flows. This shift requires tears. It requires softness. It requires truth. Say this, even through trembling lips. I forgive myself for not knowing better. I release the guilt of old decisions. I bless my financial past because it taught me. You are not your mistakes. You are your wisdom. And wisdom becomes wealth. The moment you stop punishing yourself, you start prospering. Now pause. You have received the 9 sacred shifts. Not just with your ears, but with your spirit. This is no longer just knowledge. This is law. In the final part, we will seal the shifts with sacred affirmations, a blessing for your next chapter, and a divine command to multiply. You made it here. Not everyone does. Some stop at awareness. You moved into alignment. Some collect teachings. You embodied them. Some just hear the 9 sacred shifts. You received them with breath, with heart, with holy expectancy. And now we seal. We speak over you. We bless the field. We open the floodgates. Divine substance, now multiply through me. Every dollar I touch, I bless. Every cent I spend, I release in praise. Every financial decision I make from this day forward is made from wisdom, not fear. I do not chase money. Money follows me. I do not beg for overflow. I walk in it. I do not hoard in panic. I circulate in peace. Because now I know. I am the vessel. I am the gate. I am the voice of wealth made visible. You've just opened a new era. The post-40 bloom. The divine return. Some people build careers. You've just built a spiritual container. And that container will not stay empty. But you must do one thing. Keep listening. Let this channel be your reminder, your refilling well, your daily realignment. Because wealth is not a one-time miracle. It is a rhythm, a vibration, a language. And the more you immerse, the more it flows. If this message resonated, don't just watch and leave. Subscribe with intention. Not for the algorithm, but for your alignment. Subscribe because your name is now echoing in this slow. Subscribe because you're done walking alone. Subscribe because wealth recognizes you now, and you must recognize it back. And when you do, keep going. Watch the next teaching. Let your next click be a declaration. Let your binge become your breakthrough. The doors are open. The shifts have begun. And money is already on its way. Because what you just received cannot go unanswered. You blessed it. You believed it. And now you'll live it.